My name is Darson Grantham. I'm a real estate agent and investor here in Des Moines, Iowa. Those that are watching on this channel, likely you're invested or you're interested in investing in real estate. You're interested in what it looks like to invest in real estate in Des Moines. On this channel, that's all I talk about is investing, personal finance, Des Moines in general, in the metro. Des Moines is fairly small comparative to other markets. So when I say Des Moines, it's the entire suburb metro, roughly 800,000 folks. And we're going to dig into what does it look like? What is Des Moines? What awards are they winning? What kind of people live here? And so we've compiled 17 different rankings, and we're going to go over, and I'm going to give my opinion on what those rankings mean and who and how Des Moines is represented in those rankings. So let's go. My name is Darson Grantham. I'm a real estate agent and investor here in Des Moines, Iowa. What is Des Moines? What awards are they winning? What kind of people live here? And so we've compiled 17 different rankings, and we're going to go over, and I'm going to give my opinion on what those rankings mean and who and how Des Moines is represented in those rankings. So let's go. In Forbes 2019 edition, they ranked Des Moines number 10 in business and career for the Des Moines Metro against other cities, right? My opinion on this is they're absolutely spot on. We have heavy industry in insurance, in banking, in financial services, which is also banking. We have headquarters of Principal Financial Group, Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, EMC Insurance, Ruan Trucking, Transportation. So those are just to name a few of the headquarters that are here in Des Moines, Iowa. Not to mention some banking facilities. You have your Wells Fargo Bank has a large presence in Des Moines, Iowa area, and also Meredith Corp, which is a publishing firm, has a huge presence of business in Des Moines, Iowa area. And last not least of that kind of why business and career, why would Des Moines be ranked number 10th is the Iowa caucus. Most of you that are not from Iowa don't really think hard on this, but politics, Iowa plays a big role in this. And in the politics, the Iowa caucus has a mainstay in Iowa, at least for the time being, and provides a lot of business to the state of Iowa. So the caucus system, Iowa is very heavily represented. Number 2 on the list is Des Moines was ranked number 1 in the Midwest for high salaries, low cost of living, that ratio. And again, I agree completely based on what I've talked with of other folks around the Midwest. The salaries in Des Moines versus what you're paying for a cost of living, absolutely the ratio is very high in Des Moines. The cost of living is 11.6% lower than the median in the United States. The median income is 3.6% higher than the national average. At the time that they won this award, Des Moines' unemployment rate was 2 points lower than the national average. So to sum that up, I think that based on being number 1 in the Midwest, which again is not a nationwide poll, but number 1 in the Midwest, I think that's spot on. I would agree completely. Number 3 on our list is the sports edition 2017. Des Moines ranked number 5 in the best minor sports teams. So we do have the Iowa Wild, we have the Iowa Cubs, and we have the Iowa Wolves basketball. All very effective, very fun games and entertaining teams to watch. So although we don't have the professional, we don't have the Cubs, we have their minor team, the Iowa Cubs. We have a lot of options for that sports. And some people would say a lot, some people would say, not enough. I'll leave that up to you. Number 4 on our list, it was from Forbes in 2021, so very recent. Des Moines ranked number 11 for most affordable place to live. Median listing prices below $200,000, very common. And although median list price, median sale price is something to pay attention to, you also have to compare what that looks like versus the size of the house. And so in Des Moines, for that price point, you can get a fairly big house, over 1,200 square foot, depending on what side of the metro that you're buying in. Median house price, yes, it's probably not under 200 anymore, but is hovering right around there. and it's going to give you a much bigger house than some areas of the country. 6 on the list, we have, I've never heard of this publication, but it's the Go Banking Rates 2019. And what this one is we ranked number 8 in the best work-life balance. And given what I know about Iowans and being one, that makes a lot of sense. We do work hard, but we also it seems like the culture in Iowa is less hustle and bustle, less, all about my career, all about the professional, and you're able to kind of slow down, take a step back, and really spend what time you want doing the things that you want to do. In 2018, the next on the list is, I believe it's number 7 on the list, is from Trip.com in 2018, and it is the best mid-sized artistic company. And that isn't the best, we're top 10. I don't think we saw a rank on this one, but being in the top 10 for mid-sized city artistic, I think that's spot on. I'm continually surprised with how the art scene is looking in Des Moines Metro, whether it's in the suburbs, which is a little bit more new and not as common that you're seeing the art scene out there, or you're looking downtown. The art scene is just growing and growing and growing. And number 9 is the hotspot for data science jobs, and that is a ranking, number 7 ranking in 2009 Burning Glass edition. So for what it's worth, not a gigantic publication, but the fact that Des Moines ranked number 7 data science jobs, that is a huge, I feel like, a leading indicator of where the job industry and the business is going in the Des Moines area. Because data science, those of you that don't know, they're the ones behind the scenes, nitty gritty, taking apart the data and telling a story with that data. And when you're hiring those folks, you're working for companies that are doing things with big data, with doing big things in technology. So the fact that we're high on that, that's a plus. I believe this is 10 on the list, and it is number 1 for millennials to live. That was in 2019. I remember when that came out because that was a huge, huge deal. That was in the Grow publication. I remember being just blasted all over. In 2019, I was not in the real estate industry. I didn't really pay attention to the economy of Des Moines as it pertained to my business, but I worked for a tech company who, when they saw that was something they highly promoted to get employees to come work for their company in Des Moines or in the Des Moines area. So I saw that, I remember that specifically. It made a huge impact on me, and I think a lot of companies took that and they just shouted it all over, that number 1 place ranked by Grow in 2019 for millennials to live. That's huge. They won that, or Des Moines won that. Really, it's plain and simple. It goes back to, you have higher paying jobs and your cost of living is lower. That is plain and simple. The brass tacks economy behind the scenes. That is why that award was given out. Number 11 is, we are ranked number 7 in the best cities for living the American dream. Can you tell me, the rest of the awards that we've won, it's just leading into these type of awards. They're looking at criteria like, what's your wage versus cost of living versus housing versus renting. All of that comes into play. And when you win one of these awards and your criteria meet one, it really snowballs into others. So this is just another one that ranked on number 7th on the list, and that is by Smart Asset. I didn't say that, in 2019. So that's number 7th. Des Moines ranked number 7th on the list in 2019 for Smart Asset of best city for living the American dream. This is a big one. In 2021, so very recent, U.S. News ranked Des Moines number 5 best affordable places to live in the United States. Again, can I repeat myself? High wages, low cost of living, great lifestyle. That is what is a perfect storm for this. And they provide a really cool stat to share for the market. Is people in Des Moines at that time spent 19.7% of their wage on housing, which is quite a bit lower than the national average. And that is a huge indicator of stability, financial stability, and a good economy to come in an area. Next on the list was in 2019, Cleaver ranked Des Moines number 2, the best city for home buyers. And again, common reasons are the low cost of living, high salary compared to the cost of living, median home price. Also, this one mentioned the massive amounts of financial industry, first-time job market person, or maybe career change person. So the next list is 2020 Site Selection Magazine, which is more of an engineering, architecture, development magazine, ranked Des Moines number 5 for the number of economic developments in the area. And this is a different one. I really like this one. It does, again, it's the leading indicator for the lagging results. The lagging results are a good current economy. The leading indicator to a good future economy are these things. Are you winning awards for development, design, producing in the economy? And I think this award wins that one. In 2019, best city for tech, Des Moines ranked number 6, and this one was based on number of tech jobs available and jobs filled. So that's a huge thing. Again, everybody hears about tech. This winning this award, or this ranking award, is a real hard indicator of, are there actual jobs getting filled, or are there just potential jobs? So that's what this one falls into. In 2019, Smart Asset ranked Des Moines at number 4 on best places to live with children. It says, in the publication, it says Des Moines, Iowa in general, is ranked 25th in the nation for population of children. It's 21% of Iowa's population is children. So winning that award, again, shows where Des Moines ranks for people that are raising family, and that it is a place that people are finding confidence in to raise their family. In 2021, Wallet Hub ranked Des Moines number 8 in the city's list of unemployment rates dropping. And that was in 2021. Gives you a good indication of how Iowa fared during the COVID economic situation. As someone who was here, I was very happy with how the economy responded to the shutdown in industry, change of rules, people reactions. Number 5, best places to live in the U.S. by U.S. News. That's pretty generic, and I don't mind that, because what it does is it puts Des Moines in the genre of some of the big name, big growth cities. Take it for what it's worth. That's a very general, big survey, big results. Number 5, best places to live. My last statistic is Des Moines is ranked number 2 safest place in the country per murder rate, per crime, per capita. And that was a U.S. News 2021 ranking. That ranking doesn't get on all of the media. It doesn't get on all of the hype. But if you're considering a move to Des Moines, or an area in Des Moines, in the metro, that ranking puts a lot of people at ease. I will walk my family, 3 kids under 3, anywhere in Des Moines during the day, at any time, and I won't blink an eye. Won't bother me. Put them in a stroller. Let's walk down the sidewalk. Doesn't bother me. There's other cities that don't say that I personally wouldn't feel comfortable with. You might be different though. You might not want to walk through some of the neighborhoods. That's your call, depending on your past experience. Crime is all relative. Our research page tried to base it off data. Data goes a little ways. It's an indicator, but it isn't exact. Keep that in mind. So if you like this video, that's all I talk about on this channel is Des Moines, investment properties, real estate, personal finance. This one specifically was about Des Moines because a lot of people on this channel come here to learn about why would or would I not invest in Des Moines. And so if you like this one, watch this video or that video to just get a better idea of what investing in Des Moines looks like. And when you do that, you find out, hey, I do want to buy in Des Moines, or hey, I have questions about Des Moines. Give me a call. I'm a licensed real estate agent. I work for Keller Williams. I've been helping buyers for the last 2 years buy real estate, sell real estate, all of the above. I live and breathe the market and economy in Des Moines around real estate, business, economics, everything there is to know. So again, my name is Darson Grantham. I'm a real estate agent and investor here in Des Moines, Iowa. Please reach out if you need help. And if not, watch some more videos. It'll be fun.